place. There was some work done by the first personnel board by filling out some forms and some paperwork, but I don't think there's never been a file of the actual formal position.
There is not, but I know of.
So we're hoping that at least that there's enough money to get that process started, to at least give you some information to review, and you can use that to finalize those job descriptions. But the meat of this study is going to be for a compensation comparison. That's what we're kind of really looking at. And just a note too on the grid, if you're going to make changes to the grid or a new grid, I think, and again, you talk to the solicitor, I'm not the lawyer, but I think it would require town meeting approval, because
I agree.
Anything that we've done, we have changed the grid in the past by eliminating some of the older columns and adding new columns so that the starting rate wouldn't be 10 years old. But every time we've eliminated a column, we've gone to town meeting and asked for the approval to eliminate the column. So
I agree completely with that.
That was always part of the bylaw. The salary grid was part of the bylaw, so I think changes to that would follow that same procedure the solicitor outlined. So.
This board's goal has always been to work as closely as we can with other departments where appropriate, the selectmen, the solicitor, the town manager. We want to be a resource that can be relied on, and that there's a commonality of goals and purposes. I completely agree that something like that would completely adjust or eliminate or modify stepping grades, without doubt, should be a warrant issue. We wouldn't want it any other way.
Yeah, right. The only thing I would ask you is give us some leeway when we implement 2009. It could be a tough year.
Yes.
Just as you formulate it, that's one article that I think would have to be given to the board and to our finance committee as to when we actually implement it, if there are changes.
Understood. Before we conclude here, I'd very much like to acknowledge the other members of the board. I know I've pretty much monopolized the microphone here. That wasn't my intent. Mr. Richards is more than a valuable resource. He is an extremely dedicated individual who has assisted the personnel board immensely. The amount of work, and our recording secretary, this gentleman has given very graciously and generously of his time. One of our newest members has been extremely eager and active, and I just wanted to make sure that you all understood what a really fine board we have. The board really is firing on all cylinders. There's a great deal of eagerness and willingness to participate to the best of our ability.
We appreciate immensely your willingness to serve the town, and hopefully we can move forward with the changes, all good changes that I've seen that you have suggested. Board members have comments.
Well, the only comment I've got, Mr. Chairman, is I think that we're fortunate to have people that are willing to give their time. Very time consuming, and a lot of times, you don't really get any credit for the job that you do, and we certainly as a board appreciate your dedication and time that you're giving to the town. Thank you very much. It really is a terrific document.
Thank you.
And I'll throw one more offer to you. If you want one of the selectmen to join your meetings for any evening, and then they can give an update to the rest of the board, please ask, and I'll do my best to get one of our 5 members to that meeting.
Would welcome it.
Help me any way we can.
Sorry. Any issue, like anytime you guys need information about because we digitally record all our minutes, and now it's through the computer. We download it. I actually download to a CD, so all our minutes will be on CD. So if you need any of that stuff, ask for that. But trying to get it more organized. So here at the office, so
Thank you.
like I said, if you put it on any Walkman, CD, or anything like that, you can sit in the car. If you want to listen to it, just trying to get some more information out there.
Thank you for coming in today.
Thank you for giving us the time. Appreciate it very much.
We had allocated $9,000 for the salary group study.
Right.
So, does the work that we have doing now, is that usually all that money?
I don't know. That once we receive the proposals, we'll know how much is study first, and then the job descriptions, those will come back to the Board of Selectmen for an award minimum contract. So you'll see those prices there, and that 9,000 is still in place, so we'll see how much of that 9 or as close to it that we need to do that, so.
You do actively participate in the personal board as well, right?
I do, yeah, I do. I try to be there as much or as little as they want. I don't want to intrude on their meetings, so if they want me there, I go. If they would prefer that they do their meetings and then bring their information to me, just depending on different boards have different styles. But I'm certainly there as part of my job is to help them, assist them, and to advise them. And in fact, the central files for the personnel board are kept in my office locked, and I'm the only one that has a key. So we have all employee records in there, their minutes of their meetings and correspondence and stuff like that. So I